Happy Valentine's Day, or shall I say, Marvalentines Day. This is Movie Sense.
That was actually really good.
Yes, I like it. Yes. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Movie Sense. I'm your host, DJ Selby. And with me, as almost always, I got Justin Mua.
Hey guys, how's it going? You could follow me on Instagram at Justin Mua. Link should be probably like right over there above Mark's head.
You know what? I'm gonna
cover
do that.
My face.
I'm gonna cover his face for this because you said it.
My face! It's covering it right now.
Speaking of which, Mark is here once again. Mark Flores.
Hi guys, Mark Flores. Find me on Instagram at Mark Modern Life, and you can see my wacky adventures there. It's good to be back for Movie Sense.
Great. Do you have any other social media followings?
Surprisingly, no. I kind of deleted all my my dating apps with sexual innuendos.
Oh, great. Well, on that note, it is Valentine's Day. I'm pretty excited, and I got you guys a Valentine's Day gift. What?
Oh, what?
So I also
Valentine's Day.
I got this for you.
Oh my God!
Thank you. That's significantly bigger than the things I got you guys.
I think that heart's trying to make up for other things.
I'm gonna put this down here. A big heart, little man. Alrighty, and anyway, this is a very special episode because we did say Marvalentines Day.
Yep.
Because this is about Marvel Cinematic Universe, why they're so successful. Which a lot of people would say, well, it's obvious. Well, we got our opinions. We got our reasons why they're successful. Yes. Marvel Cinematic Universe, once again, is doing it big with Black Panther. We did an episode. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's going to be at the bottom. Other than that, stay tuned for this one. This is really exciting. We're going to be talking Marvel. We're going to be talking numbers and figures, how successful they've been in the box office. Let's just jump into it, guys. What do you say?
Yeah.
Let's jump into it. Sweet. So Marvel, right now, it is huge. We're in, I believe, phase 3, right?
We're towards the end of phase 3.
Right.
It's been a wild ride, huh?
It's been crazy, dude. I mean, if you look back at when Iron Man first came out in 2008, which was exciting.
Oh, yes.
To say the least. You know, we had Robert Downey Jr. coming from left field as Iron Man, Tony Stark.
Yeah. Because I think he was still going through, he wasn't still going through, but it was after he got out of rehab and everything. Yeah. So it was like, oh, shoot. You know, people were like surprised, like, okay, our DJ's back.
He was, he was going through a very difficult time during that time in 2008. And he was picking up where he left off acting wise. But the thing is, when you think about Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man at that time, you're like, this could either be the worst thing ever, or it could be the best thing ever. Here we are, 10 years later, wondering, damn, great choice, right place, right time.
I couldn't picture any other person playing Tony Stark, honestly. With that charisma, with that attitude, that style, that look, it was fit. For him.
He was perfectly made for that role and for that character.
Exactly. You know? And speaking of Iron Man, I mean, when Iron Man came out, this was an opening theater box office phenomenon. It was 122 million plus opening. Yeah. Which is huge. Ended up on top, and we're talking domestic, 314 mil. So this is domestic. We're not even going international yet. This is huge. And then we just kind of skyrocketed from there, from Iron Man, with the following movies. If you look at their top movies, like Marvel's The Avengers, Marvel's Age of Ultron, you're looking at 623 million for Avengers, the first. The second one, 459 mil. I mean, this is insane because when you culminate all these movies together, you're looking in the billions of dollars, right? Billions.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say, you guys, why is Marvel so successful? Who wants to give their first input?
From what I've seen, Marvel initially took a big risk with Iron Man. Even this is before Blade and before the other movies that they've done, and did had moderate success in comparison to these ones.
Yeah, because I think it was X-Men that was like a huge franchise before even Marvel started.
No, and I would count that too as just being mostly 20th Century Fox too.
Yeah.
But still, nonetheless, still a Marvel property. And
I'm glad you guys brought that up because there is a common denominator between when we're looking at the X-Men franchise back then and what we're looking at with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's Kevin Feige.
Yep.
Which is, this dude is the president of Marvel Studios. He is the man behind the mask. He is the dude who you go to if you want to be a part of this franchise, part of this film. And Kevin Feige, he has a pretty extensive history and knowledge in Marvel himself. And you know about him. Definitely. Tell me about Kevin. Tell me about K-Bones. Tell me about him.
Yeah, K-Bones, me and him, we go way back in the day.
Right.
I think he literally dealt and helped produce almost every single Marvel superhero film. You know,
he was a part of it.
Daredevil, Elektra, X-Men franchise, even the Blade.
I like how you started with Daredevil.
Oh yeah, you know, I have to go with, you know, I have to like build it up first. You know, I don't want to end it up with those two.
Right.
So just get those out of the way first. And
he was a part of those movies, though.
He was. And then after he got done with the X-Men franchise, you know, he wanted to take Marvel Studios and pretty much, you know, make it into a whole cinematic universe. And even though it was a really, how would you say it, like a sketchy and...
It was a risk.
It was a huge risk for it, and it paid off.
You can think of Kevin Feige as the father of the Marvel Studios franchise as a whole, because one of the reasons that play into the studio company being so successful is that there is the common denominator in Kevin Feige being there, because he knows what it takes for another movie to be successful, because he's had so many successful films to precede it. And he's planned at each film from start to finish and contributes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and with that takes the time and patience, as well as the proper preparedness to keep going.
Absolutely.
With the other films.
Yeah. So with time and patience, I feel like that was the main sauce that got everything started. So if you look at other franchise properties where they just kind of rushed their own universe, it failed, you know, compared to Marvel.
Right.
You know, and so, you know, Marvel, there wasn't anything like it. So obviously they had the time to help develop these characters and make us, you know, love them and care for them.
Right, and comparing it to, like you said...
to other franchises.
Yeah.
Where they just kind of try to speed up the process and cut corners, and look how well that went. You know, a lot of them didn't really survive.
Yeah, and the fact is that Marvel could have taken each franchise vehicle and sped it up a little bit. But they did it. You know, we're here 10 years later after the first Iron Man, still waiting for this payoff.
Yeah.
So you could tell that they're stirring the pot, simmering it, and just making sure everything's right. And that's the best part. That's what makes something that takes time be so successful.
Right. And what makes them the most successful is that they tell good stories. They tell good stories in their films.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. With the way the MCU has been working out, and from where they've started, there's all these key parts that keep constant with every film. Whether it be a funny motif or like a serious spy thriller motif, the variety that they add with every single film that they do.
Yeah.
They're mixing it up, getting every demographic they can by adding variety, and it's always going to be proving to be a constant, successful film. And that's incredible for a movie studio to do, because most movie studios just stick to one thing.
This is all planned out. You know, he wanted to introduce different thematics for each movie or each phase. So, you know, he wanted to introduce like the mystical side, and they waited all the way up until Doctor Strange. And, you know, and with the whole galaxy side, you know, and outside of planet Earth, they wanted to, you know, do that. So they waited for Guardians of the Galaxy to introduce that. Yeah. So, you know, they are smart with how they're picking their thematics for each phase and everything. Yeah. So, you know, they're always changing it up. So we're never getting bored of the same thing. You know, because we don't want to see heroes on Earth 24/7 all the time. It will get kind of bored.
Right. And like we said, Kevin Feige, he's been able to implement these movies slowly with patience, with precision. He's been able to do this methodically. We're investing our time. Right. We're part of what makes it successful. We want to see the end result, the payoff, and that's why Marvel Cinematic Universe is so successful. And that's why it is not done yet, and it's far from over. And I'm excited to see what else it produces.
Oh, yes.
So,
Big time.
Anything last minute? Did we cover it?
I feel like that was all right.
That was pretty good, right?
Yeah,
that was
a lot of it.
I liked it. I had fun. This has been Marvalentines Day.
I want to wish every Marvel fan out there a happy Marvalentines Day.
Exactly. Happy Marvalentines Day to you. And to you.
Thank you, guys.
And to my little pony.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, guys.
Yeah,
Don't forget to don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Sense. Please do.
If you guys like what you see, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe on Movie Sense.
We'll just go with that.
Three different types of like, share,
right?
subscribe.
All right. Well, this has been Movie Sense, and we are out.
Peace.